Make a nice hat.
A fascinator.
There it goes.
Oh,
I saw it in 7.
just a lot of sponge up here.
Okay, should we get a ship move going?
Yeah, I just want to get comfortable there. Yeah. Bridge nav. One more step north. Thank you.
I can't believe how auto-ejecty that thing was. Like there was no winning with that.
Yeah.
Last night, this morning.
Kind of feel like it would be fair if when we came into dock, we could be in here talking to George on the intercom, making snarky remarks.
Yeah, that'd be good, yeah.
Yeah. You call that a spring line?
Something coming up here. Pretty dense.
What is that?
Bush.
Looks like some
Yeah,
dead coral
black.
behind it.
Behind it?
Well, on that side of it.
What?
What?
That white bit, dead coral next to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It actually is all growing out of it, so it's behind, you know what I mean? Like,
I gotcha.
yeah.
I just heard behind it. Didn't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
There
sure
you
is
go.
bushy.
Yeah, bushy.
Wow.
Bushigalia.
Bushagorgia.
Yeah, I'm going to say bamboo here.
All right, Dad, you want to bush in a little bit?
Pushing in.
Yep,
Meow,
there it
how's
is.
that look?
Yeah, that's good. We can see polyps and
Yeah.
sure does look bushy though. All right.
What's the size of that? Wait, if you zoom out.
Oh, whoop. All right.
Coming out, meow.
All right. Yeah, a couple meters across. Maybe 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
Nice. I was still absorbed in my sponges. Sorry, but I was.
Emma, what was that? The dive, the rest of the dive plan was to
We're probably going to extend.
extend another 4 hours or
Yeah.
so.
Recover at midnight?
8. Or extend a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's not much sampling we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do a visual survey.
That makes things quicker.
We'll just
I'm gonna
keep
do a
picking up these
15
helium
next,
balloons.
I think, or a 30 even.
Great. Maybe even 45. Who knows? Who's to say?
I'm to say, and I'm going to do 45.
Roger.
Might even do 40 meters.
Oh my gosh.
Be on the other side.
You're a wild man.
Wow.
And at the
Can't be
top of this
controlled.
ridge, Trevor, there's a whole bunch of helium balloons we want to sample.
Roger.
They're on fish line.
Yeah, and if they could go in the forward.
Forward box. We only have
Forward
only
box.
3. It's no problem.
And we'll put one of them in the thruster. That'd be great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Been there.
Helium balloon in the thruster? I've never done that. Never done anything with a helium balloon on an ROV.
Not at depth.
We put a light in the thruster.
Sure did.
Were you on for
Bridge
that?
nav.
I was pilot for that.
Oh.
One step, 30 meters, 045. Thank you.
The sound? Yeah. Really giving her.
So do we hit our target waypoint there, Rennie? Do we make our kilometer?
I think we're beyond that.
Yeah, we made more than that.
Yay.
Let me,
Team
Yeah, Avery was trucking.
Team Scoot.
550 plus 370. We'll call it 400.
Do
So
we have any space left
950,
for samples?
925.
950 and 350.
985?
1350.
Small?
So 1325.
Wow.
What?
Is that right?
950 and 350? 13.
Yeah, 1300.
Where'd you get 25 from?
Because you did the 25 estimation. You rounded the 75.
Which 75? Where are you talking about?
I guess I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
You said it was 375.
But I didn't
call it
round.
400.
I didn't round it. I actually.
What's that purple
I
guy down on
extended
the
it and
right?
It was fine. It was
In the
like,
sand.
Purple guy in the sand.
Seapen?
If it's
Seapen.
purple, I assume it's been sampled and well understood because humans are drawn to it. Or maybe it's a sea pen.
Yeah.
It's not purple.
Yeah, it's out of reach too.
So yeah, Avery started off in the empty Walmart parking lot on a Sunday and quickly ended up on the Formula One race cars.
How was that experience,
What's
Avery?
the strike here? Is that
Strike.
north?
It got
So I can
Yeah.
call another
overwhelming
north
pretty
move?
quickly.
Well,
Yeah.
you did
Bridge
awesome.
It would be interesting,
it was a
although
hot mess.
Trevor normally
One step,
flies with his
30
thumb
meters.
over the stick.
Bearing north.
Yeah, it would be interesting if while you're just hovering somewhere, if she could put a finger on top of the stick and feel how much input you're putting in. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I usually.
Yeah,
I think I usually go like this. Usually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do this sometimes to mix it up, but like
Yeah.
generally like this.
Grabbing the side. When you're verts, though, you put your, yeah.
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 I'm all conscious of it. I don't know what I do. What do I do? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you have your thumb on top on the verts frequently. Yeah, there you go.
I think this
Just
is how I
like
do
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No. Oh, I sure don't. Yeah, I do this. You're right. Yeah.
Down we go.
Now I'm thinking about my thumbs. What have you done to me, Ed?
He was a great pilot till that one day.
Oh, where did my thumbs go? This is really weird now.
What are thumbs?
Avery,
I've
the
never really
internet,
looked at your hand.
the internet says that they approve of your Hercules piloting skills.
That's very nice of you for once, Internet.
I actually have that file too. I can pull that for you if you want it.
The, which file? Oh, my piloting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
No,
You go home, the whole family's together for Thanksgiving.
Put that on.
No.
What's in the DVD player? Oh, I don't know. Let's see what's. Oh, it's this. Oh, wow, this again. Yeah, let's watch this.
Oh, come on, siblings and cousins. They're like,
That dies
here's
here.
me in my dance recital. Oh yeah, here's me piloting a remotely operated vehicle at the bottom of the ocean. But no, let's watch
Pretty
your dance.
rad.
That stays here.
And on YouTube.
It's kind of
Right,
out
and
in
on
the
YouTube
internet
in
forever.
perpetuity.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have someone watching from my homeland, Puerto Rico. Saludos.
PR.
Hello,
PR in the
hello.
house.
Which reminds me, if anyone ever, or si alguien tiene alguna pregunta en español, pueden sentirse en confianza de someterla y puedo entonces traducirla. So I was just saying that if anyone's watching from a Spanish-speaking country, they can feel free to submit their questions in Spanish, and I'd be happy to translate them.
Right at watch change.
Well, I'll be back for 3 more dives.
The next
Zoom on the
watch
yellow.
is like,
All Spanish questions.
no,
Yeah.
no
We
say.
yes, Emil.
Como se dice?
Good luck, Kelly.
Yeah. Ooh, very currenty. Okay, Ed, go ahead and zoom.
Yeah,
Coming
there's
in.
a bit of a current. You can see that it's almost doubled over there.
Holding.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Full lateral.
Wow. All right, breezy, too breezy.
Yeah, okay, come wide, please.
Come on wide.
When are we going to see that 45
I
move?
sailed with a ocean
Yeah, no
engineer
kidding.
who builds ROVs and does a lot of mechanical engineering around them. And his wife is Peruvian, so he speaks familiar Spanish. And we were in Puerto Rico, and he was
Yeah.
trying to do interactions and explain the ROV in Spanish. But you could tell that, you know, it's one thing to tell your children to take their shoes off.
Bridge back.
There were so many words that just did
Technical
not
terms.
translate, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you say fiber optic
yes,
gyroscope
yeah,
in
right.
Spanish?
The
I don't know.
fog,
Fibra óptica. So
There you
it's
go.
very similar.
yeah, thruster.
Thrusters. Not sure about
Yeah,
thrusters.
synaptic foam.
Yeah. Hydraulic power unit, manipulator, I don't know.
Yeah.
So don't really, it's not easy.
Manipulator is los manos de la machina?
Machine hands?
Or we can call them like garras because it's more like claws.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Things in with the rocks.
I like machine hands, though. That's kind of fun.
Right, yeah.
Maybe I'll start using that.
Well, if you use that term, people would understand you, which
Yeah.
is great. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Well, they're not going to understand me. I'm from Philadelphia. English speakers can't understand me.
Yeah. Especially now that you're saying machine hands. I'm going to use a starboard machine hand for this
Right.
grant. Oh, what the? Kind of uncomfortable.
There are languages, though, where, you know, trying to adapt, like in Inupiaq, for instance, trying to talk about satellite modem or whatever, that having to combine, you know,
Nice.
Different
sky wind talk
terms. Yeah.
to use, you know, for those terms. It's
It doesn't
hard
translate
to do
very
those
well.
adaptations, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when it comes to technical terms. If you stop using them for a while in Spanish, it becomes kind of
Right.
difficult to
Yeah,
translate
yeah.
them. Even for me, like today, I was doing a live interaction in Spanish for the first
Yeah.
time, so it took me a while to kind of
Remember
translate.
though, yeah, how do you
some of the
say-
terms.
Right.
There it is. Yep. Nice. Look at that.
Accomplished.
I was always
Thanks.
surprised the times I've been in Puerto Rico that it's not uncommon to see what I would consider younger people
Yeah.
in management positions,
Huh.
running a hotel
Yeah.
or teaching a class in college.
Mhm.
Wouldn't be a 65-year-old professor. It'd be a 28-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have younger generations actually having
Yeah,
access
send
to
Snap.
higher education.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
1 step 30 meters bearing north.
And the groups of students I would encounter were usually larger, tighter knit groups.
Yeah.
So like a group of 20, it
Yeah.
felt like they were a family and they would go
Mhm.
through university together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the person that I was doing the live interaction with today was one of my best friends from college.
Oh,
We
nice.
both started studying coastal marine biology, and then he transferred to education.
Right. Right. Huh.
So yeah, everyone kind of stays in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Jesus is submitting a question about who operates the operating arm in Hercules. La persona que está manipulando el brazo o la garra en el vehículo de
Check this out.
operación remota Hércules es
Bobby.
el piloto, que en este caso sería Trevor.
Talking about me?
Yeah, I'm just explaining who's manipulating all
That-
the sampling and the
That you're
claw on
flying
the
and
ROV.
doing the manipulator
Look
as
Okay.
the pilot.
This dead coral.
It's alive, Rennie.
Not quite dead.
No, it's got some on the end.
I'm
in the
not
end,
dead
some
yet.
life.
Bamboo.
Really
I not dead.
horizontal.
Very horizontal, yeah.
One of my new favorite books.
That's a big one.
I not dead?
Yeah, I think I like the title of the autobiography too.
Oh, I can't remember them all. I'm-
Bigfoot's autobiography is called Me Write Book.
Me right book, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying those when I get home. All of them.
I already have one of them at home.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, I just sent it. Kim got it yesterday or day before.
Oh, nice.
That was I'm Not Dead.
That's the third one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
This really extends out far. You can see in the Argus
Yeah.
view, like one full Herc length.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
One Herc.
Cool. Let's check out the top of this ridge. What's up there?
Looks like you're in like a
Not a
crevice.
Little nook?
storage,
Little book nook?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Ooh,
It's cool.
yeah.
Let's check this out, actually. This is more fun.
They'll get wedged back in there.
Hope so. How stuck can I get, you think? Maybe this is my opportunity to scare Rennie. I haven't
Yeah.
had many opportunities to scare Rennie yet this watch,
No.
this
I'm getting scared.
cruise.
I don't scare as easily anymore. Seen a lot in my days.
I've seen some stuff. Pretty good wedge gap though. Pretty
Oh yeah, you
angular. You could totally wedge
you
in
get
there.
a good running start.
That's what
Oh,
got
if you
the,
did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the crowbar is for, right?
Yeah, exactly. For breaking me free.
This is irresponsible.
Super powerful.
What is this? Is
This
The crowbar.
talk of ramming into there is irresponsible,
Yeah.
and I won't stand for it.
good thing you're sitting.
Yeah, I literally won't stand for it.
Yeah, ROVing with an undo button. Oh man, that'd be the coolest. Save points.
I'll save a life before you go in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a one-up coming up here.
Yeah. You get to the top here and there's a ton of corals. You know it's the boss level. So what's the city on the southern coast of Puerto Rico and about the center, a little bit to the west? Fairly large city.
Fairly large, like Mayagüez, Ponce.
Ponce?
Ponce is
One more
like the
step
biggest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ponce. Ponce has amazing cell phone towers. You can get those miles and miles out to sea.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a funny thing to remember about a city.
Yeah, how do
They're
you know
yeah,
this?
really nice cell towers.
Because I was on a vessel that was working off, we were working in the channel between Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, and weather came up, so we went and we hid over off the southern coast. But we were out at seas ways, and we realized that we could pick up the cell phone signal from Ponce.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you couldn't even really tell there was a city there, but at night you would see the lights.
Huh.
But it was way off in the
That's
distance.
really cool.
They
I've
were
seen
all-
more of these Persingid stars here.
But that channel is really deep,
Hmm.
really deep.
Didn't know that.
Have you ever been over there? Like to the Dominican
Out
Republic?
at sea, like
No, to DR or Hispaniola, Tahiti,
Um,
or
I haven't.
yeah,
No.
that looks like an interesting place. It's so strange that it's one island with two very, very,
know.
very different countries. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. How it's divided.
yeah. Oh man, we're coming up on the end of our watch.
I know. It was
Just
a fun
enjoying
watch.
this. Are these your driving gloves?
Hmm?
Are those your driving gloves?
I think these are
Like,
actually,
yeah.
Gabby's. Yeah.
She drives in
Thought maybe you had
style.
little like leather Italian driving gloves for flying the ROV. All right, we're not going to talk about thumbs.
So someone at home is wondering when someone would be able to remotely operate an ROV over the internet.
Hmm?
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's possible right now, because not all of them are tethered. Like there's mini versions of ROVs.
Gina, are you calibrating the IPOG sensor?
Sorry, what was that?
Stand by.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Hello. It's all right. Are these your gloves? Are these your gloves? There's two.
So for everyone at home, we're gonna be soon transferring over to the next watch schedule. That's gonna be 12 to 4. So just keep joining us and watch as we go up a ridge or a seamount located to the northwest side of Howland Island. Again, we are currently trying to find high density communities made up of sponges, corals, and associates.
Hey.
Hello. We're transferring now to the next watch.
Watch change at video.
Another step? Yeah, I guess we are in that kind of place that I don't need to ask for the steps and keep going. What's our depth now? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Bridge nav, step north, please.
Is waypoint 6 at the summit?
About,
I don't.
like almost at the summit.
Okay. How far away is that, Albert?
No, waypoint 6 is not in the summit. The waypoint end is in the summit. So.
Oh yeah, I know, I see it. But it's pretty close.
That's about 800 meters away, and it's about almost 2K away, but like you need to go like this and like this, so it's approximately 2200 or so.
So are we heading towards 5 now, or
We are doing north essentially.
We could maybe skip 5.
The idea is to cut like this and then
Yeah.
up.
I don't think there's
Does
a
it
big
work for you?
reason to go to 5. It is a little
I
bit
can
of a
hear you. Can you repeat that, Dwight?
Well, I'm looking at Sam, I guess. We could skip over 5.
Yeah.
It is kind of a shallow
We can-
little knob, maybe. It might be worth looking at.
Yeah. Well, we can always pop up and see if it looks like anything over here.
And then change our course, yeah.
If it is really good, we could go right a little bit.
So maybe
but-
something like 10 degrees, Albert.
10 degrees would put us like over here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Bridge nav. Next step will be at 10 degrees bearing.
And we can keep the steps going because it'll be pretty flat through here.
Yes.
Just trying to catch up on this chat. It's more than we've like seen the rest of the cruise.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
It's a work week.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Sam, did we get a science update from what they saw on the last couple, or on the last watch?
Well, it looks like they've been seeing quite a few corals.
Oh, cool.
And sponges. And may have picked up a manganese nodule.
Oh, that's cool.
Sarah, how, oh, Gina, sorry.
Not Sarah, I know.
Gina, how full are we?
Well, we have room for like 2 more in starboard B and C.
Oh, you're not on comms. Zoom video.
We have quite a few samples right now.
Oh, you don't even have a headset on.
Okay.
How many rocks total?
5. Well, including that manganese.
Thanks.
I think like 5. No, yeah, we have 5 now. So we've reached the max amount.
Gina, have you joined our watch?
Go ahead.
10 degrees now.
I'm sorry?
We changed our course to 10 degrees now.
Roger.
To try to get more to the flat part.
It's a little bit downhill here, hey? Just for a little bit. Not
Yeah,
too much.
skirting it a bit.
All right, feel free to zoom on anything that looks interesting.
Roger. Rocks?
Rocks. Lots of rocks.
There's so many rocks.
Let's zoom on each of these rocks.
Every single rock, Dwight. This is for you.
I always get to see the rock a little bit when you're zooming on an animal, so.
What's that?
I always get to see the rocks a little bit when you zoom on animals.
Okay,
so
when I zoom on critters.
we don't have to specify a rock
Okay.
necessarily.
Because rocks are everywhere.
They sure are, Albert.
We stand on them all our lives.
It's called the Earth's crust. It is everywhere around the Earth.
Hopefully.
Take that bubble cam, Gabby.
Yeah, do it.
The few places that there is no Earth crust, bad things happen.
That's right. You don't want to go there.
No.
So, who's watching today?
Who is watching today? Got a lot of people in the U.S. right now because it's kind of afternoon to evening there. But let's see the other countries. We've got Canada, the UK, Australia, Norway, Sweden, Puerto Rico, Netherlands, Mexico, Japan, France, Germany, Bulgaria, Belgium, and Austria. Ooh, and Argentina. So, a lot of different countries. Which is pretty awesome.
Do we have an estimate on how much time each visitor spends in watching us?
Yeah, we can go in the back and get that data. Sometimes viewers will write in. We had someone
Video,
the
can I
other day
zoom?
who watched our entire dive, so they were there the entire 24 hours, which was pretty impressive.
Wow, we don't even usually do that.
I know.
You can go a little wider than that. You don't really need to go all the way to like to the closest.
nano level.
Yeah, the closest you can do right away. You can always call for more.
4 and 4 or something?
I'm so frustrated with those gauges.
Oh. That's definitely 4. Well, they're both 4 now.
Oh, 2 in a row.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Little crinoid friends.
Bridge nav, step please.
Okay, go wide. Give me a zoom video. Oh, dead sponge.
Another pair of crinoids, though, growing next to each other.
Yeah. Okay, go wide. That was like the perfect amount of zoom for that situation. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of think for some of these drive-by zooms, and I'm just sort of working this stuff out at the same time you are, like a half zoom or something, like enough to know if it's cool and interesting, but not so much that like I have to stop and like really get the vehicle settled out to see it, if that makes any sense, is
no
like
problem.
the ideal amount.
Yeah, no problem.
That said, you do have to, we both have to use a little bit of ESP.
I'm sure by the last watch, we'll get it on. Get it
Okay.
in sync.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You won't even need to speak to each other?
Nope. Not necessary.
Our last watch will be completely silent.
Except I get to laugh at the jokes out loud.
No, it will be silent. There won't be jokes.
What?
No, she'll know the jokes
They
that
won't
we're
be out
thinking,
loud,
though.
And they just won't be out loud.
There'll still be
Yeah.
jokes.
Laughing
Yeah,
has to be out loud.
We're moving to physical humor.
Interpretive dancing, laughing.
And pies. Obviously pies. You guys don't think pies are funny?
Who are you throwing it at?
I mean, I don't know, anyone.
Because somebody else, yes. Me,
Wait,
no.
snap. Step, please. Do you know the aperture of these sonars?
I'm sorry?
The aperture of these two sonars? How wide is the beam?
I feel like I've looked it up before and it's like around 20 something, but I would not bet much on that.
I think it's about, yeah, that's about right. I think it's about 30 degrees. Maybe a little bit less than that.
Video, can you give me a zoom? I'm going for like purple iridescent ones to see if they're anything interesting. I think they're probably sponges. Or Holothurians. What do we think?
The left one definitely looks like a...
Oh, sponge on the right.
Sponge and Holothurian.
Yeah, I think
oh,
you got 'em
wow,
both.
twofer. Okay, go wide.
There's a fish over there. Ooh, floating out of the way.
Hey guys, can I just interrupt your fun for a minute?
Yeah, fire away.
So we are very sample limited, so we're really not going to be collecting much on this watch, we don't think. And we're way behind in our distance of coverage here. So I want to really keep the ship moving, but still accomplishing science, of course, finding things, zooming on things as best we can, but keep moving along at a little bit better pace if we can, and we probably won't be stopping to sample too much.
So Albert's kept the ship moving.
Ship has
we
been
haven't
moving
stopped
steady.
at all. We're
Right,
not.
I just want to make sure
Yeah,
that
we're not
we
waiting on anything.
stay on that course, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bridge snap step, please. You see it, right? stepping.
Perfect.
Not that we feel threatened at all.
No, I just thought early on in this watch I'd lay that out just so everyone knows.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's perfect. There's something at 80 meters from Argus, probably. I don't know.
Oh, rock.
Yeah,
There's
it's great.
definitely-
It's a good idea to actually follow those targets because that's where we'll probably see the more interesting things, right?
Agreed.
All right, back to having fun. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, Dwight, I have a question you may be able to answer. When we're considering the Nautilus expedition kind of over a year, how do we decide the different things we're going to research or our different focuses and all of kind of the sites we're going to? Do you kind of know how that process works?
Yeah, I can start it. So a few years ago, well, really over time for the entire Nautilus program, we held a series of workshops that focus on geographic areas to explore, but also disciplines to focus on, like obviously marine biology, marine geology, archaeology, you know, chemistry and physics. So we, at those workshops, we've identified priority areas for exploration, and that kind of sets the stage for the geographic areas of where we want to go. And then it comes down to scheduling and what makes sense, because we can't crisscross the Pacific Ocean multiple times in one season. So we line up a cruise plan that for the entire season that makes sense to economize on time and expense and fuel and things like that. So the planning for this season kind of occurred a few years ago, actually. And some things that influenced it were things like going to look for Amelia Earhart's plane, because that was in the plans as a partnership with National Geographic, so that definitely biased the geographic location of where to bring the ship for this year. But usually the science goals are all determined by oceanographers who are part of this program, and they chime in with their sort of research priorities or exploration priorities, and then often they are the ones who also identify the geographic regions to go to.
Video, can you go
and
tighter?
then they're also the ones who get invited to participate as lead scientists or scientists ashore for every project. So it's all very carefully coordinated and planned out.
Okay, go wide.
In a lot of detail, you know, years in advance, really.
And is there any chance that the Mediterranean is back onto that track?
Probably with the mobile system, but probably not with the Nautilus.
Oh man,
is my guess. Yeah.
If the mobile system is in the Mediterranean, I would very much love to go.
How much are you willing to pay?
you know we get paid to come here, right?
You can't just spend our money. You
it's
have
a
to
job.
make some too.
Hold on, what? You get paid? Wait now.
Secret's out.
Yeah.
Video, go for Zoom.
What about the Indian Ocean?
Yeah.
That'd be cool as well.
Good question.
Yeah, so we had big plans for doing lots of work with Nautilus in both the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean. But the challenge is to go through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea and pay the insurance premiums and the security contingency that's required to
for the
go by
piratism,
Somalia and all those places. It just became cost prohibitive. We wanted to do it, and that was one of the original plans, and it kind of fell apart just because of the cost of doing business in that part of the world.
Yeah, that region is around that canal. Well, not around the canal, but south, where you enter the what's called that bit, like
Horn of Africa.
Red Sea.
Yeah.
When you enter that,
Gulf
that's
of Aden.
yeah.
you have to have helicopter security for some of those places, right?
Oh wow, that's intense.
Yeah, armed security guards on the ship with you during the transit through, and
that's sketchy.
Yeah, that's very intense.
And that's all dictated by your insurance company, right?
Dwight, so
I
now...
think so, yeah. It's a combination of that and just permits from U.S. and State Department and
Okay,
things like that too.
What's up, Albert?
We stopped the ship now because we're going to change our heading because the ship is now past waypoint 5.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't see much reason to stay on this.
No, it looks pretty.
So the idea now is to go up here, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be to waypoint 6. Or like this.
Yeah, we don't have to go.
Bridge.
Yeah, we can like follow the ridge up. We don't have to do a straight line.
So the idea is start going towards that.
Yep. And then we turn and maybe go up the spine a little more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Go for Zoom video?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of the rules have changed, but it's sort of too late because we've already moved the ship to the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
So we're set up
well, now to go to the Indian Ocean, you don't need to go through the Suez Canal.
Yeah, we could go by Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, so actually when you think about it that way, it may be realistic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, going in that way.
Yeah,
kind of
because there's definitely work in the Lao Basin and off Tonga and in Indonesia.
I wouldn't mind being in those cruises as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Dwayne, how hard is it usually to secure permits in some of these countries? Have you been turned down a lot, or?
It really depends on the country, I think.
Go wide?
But let's see, have we ever been turned down? I don't think so. But usually we're going to be sort of take the political temperature of getting permits well before we're ever even planning to go to certain places.
Right.
So, you know, the State Department kind of advises us
Bridge
on
nav?
the likelihood of.
Can we step at 335 degrees breeding, please? 335.
No, for the most
part. Thank you, Vitaly.
Mexico had its challenges. That's a more drawn-out process.
I remember that one.
But,
yeah.
It often takes 2 years to get your permits in place for Mexico, so you do have to do that planning pretty far in advance. But I think most other countries are fairly straightforward.
Could we do a little bit of a closer zoom on this guy?
Yeah, sure. Give me a zoom.
Yes, one of my committee members was on an IODP vessel in the Indian Ocean not too long ago, a couple years ago or something like that, and they had helicopters just circling them the whole time. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Is that all the way in?
Yep, that was good, thanks.
You got what you needed?
Yep, just looking to see
if
it was
Do you see this little guy at the bottom there?
Yeah, a little stock sponge.
Oh, a stock sponge, cool. Just a baby one.
It'd be cool to port in South Africa or somewhere like that too.
Or Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go
really cool.
Wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a push to do more work in the Southern Ocean because it's so unexplored compared to Northern Hemisphere waters, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just, again, logistics.
Yeah, but it's so far away.
To get
like
there,
yeah.
There's nothing, so you have to go to one island that's nearby, then go south.
What's the longest the Nautilus can go without a port stop?
Good question. Probably, we'll see how much food runs out by the time we get to Hawaii.
Okay, everyone, stop eating so much.
I bet water is our limiting factor because we don't make it. We carry it. Like the Southern Ocean ships all make their own water.
Desalination.
We can't make water?
We make water when we're on our way.
Yeah, we do some desalination.
They can, but it's not enough to keep up with demand.
Okay, so that's more of like an emergency.
I think they regularly make it.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the water that comes out of the like kitchen sinks and stuff is the desalination water, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think I've heard the max is 40 days on the Nautilus.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's a fair amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, go wide.
I'm not sure we've ever gone more than 30, honestly.
We bring a lot of water on board before the trips, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They top it up pretty much. Trying to remember how far, when we brought Nautilus across the Atlantic, it went from southern France to Florida, I think, and it took something like 28 days.
Oh, so it didn't stop in the middle?
It did some surveys around on the Middle Ocean Ridge, on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, just multi-beam. We didn't do any dives. It shouldn't have taken that long. Maybe it didn't take that long. No, probably not. I don't know.
Bless you.
I suppose we can look at Google her.
Oh, that's a big whip in the background there.
Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah, tall guy.
Yeah, my sense with the Indian Ocean is that there's a lot of like oceanography that gets done, but not as much like this kind of exploration.
No, that's true.
Yeah. And the Sumatra Basin too is one area that
Okay,
there's
go
a lot
for
of
some.
evidence of some really cool stuff going on, but not as much data.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would love the Mediterranean anyway. Because it's
There's a lot of
the tiny sea that I have at home.
well, there's incredible diversity there. It's
in the Med.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really a mid-ocean ridge system, but there's volcanic arcs everywhere. Italy and Greece.
There's definitely some cool like hydrothermal
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah, now
That I remember.
some of those regions are like, I don't know if you would be able to operate like in a regular basis easily, because there's like a lot of immigration, like illegal immigration that goes on boats, and some of them sink. So eventually, probably you would have to rescue somebody. In some of some areas, not
Go wide.
not all the areas, but some areas, especially around the islands in Greece that are close to Turkey, and the islands in the South Mediterranean that are close to the to Libya, I think it is down there, something like that.
I've always been really fascinated with the Strait of Gibraltar too. The internal waves that happen there.
Yeah.
The what?
So cool. It's the Strait of Gibraltar.
What is that?
It's the opening into the Mediterranean.
Albaran
It's
Sea.
like the very southern tip of Spain.
Ah. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you
It's
know.
just you pronounce it so different. Than
So
me.
yes, I knew I was saying
We
it
did
wrong.
some work there, actually, not at Gibraltar, but in the Albaran Sea, and lots of marine life, pilot whales.
Oh, that's
everywhere,
cool.
Hundreds of them.
Sarah, what's so interesting about the waves?
So the salinity of the
Please
two
nav step,
basins
please.
is so different that deep down, like as the water's moving through, you get these internal waves at like, I don't know, 1,000 meters or something.
Cool.
And it's really, really a cool like physical oceanography event.
So you have a sharp like line of demarcation between like the dense salty stuff and the less dense fresher stuff.
Yeah, and with like the changes in topography that are encountered, it creates this perfect environment to create super cool internal waves. It's like one of the like best examples of internal waves that exists in the oceans.
Add in some mud, and that's a nice cruise.
Yeah, it's a nice cruise for me. Shoot.
I wouldn't mind having a cruise down there.
I guess this was before your time, Albert. We were
I
there.
know.
We were in Malaga and
I know.
Alicante.
I found out
those are nice
2 or
places
3
to
years
stop.
later only.
I think that's
I
the
was
one
so
Jay was
bound.
on.
Like, if we did like some port stop down there, I could just drive my car there instead of taking a plane for 42 hours.
42. Is that how long it took you to get here?
Yeah, that's how long it took me from my doorstep
Wow.
to the Nautilus doorstep.
Oh, I
It's
didn't.
42 hours.
I didn't add mine up, but
Yeah, we had a fair trek too, just from
because we went like past Samoa to go to Brisbane and then came back.
10 hours out of our way.
Seabrook's luggage never made it back.
No.
Go wide.
I think her luggage is currently on a tour of China.
What's
Her
the plan?
luggage loved Singapore.
Yeah, it was had a really great time there. Wrote me a note, I'm not coming back.
Did it make it finally to the final?
No, it never made it.
So do you know where it is? Or
Yeah.
someone grabbed it, right?
Yeah, someone grabbed it.
So it will.
Thankful
Make
to our friends here on the Nautilus.
Where did they grab it? In Sydney?
Justin got it in Samoa.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and he has it in Seattle, and then he's going to fly it with him to Honolulu.
Oh, excellent. So you get to take it back.
Yeah, so then I'll take it back.
So you got to carry it on both ways.
Yeah, my bag has been carried lots of places. It just has not been used.
That's really funny.
No, not by you.
Count.
Couldn't, like, if they didn't recover
It's a
it,
bit
they
warm,
would have
isn't it?
sent it where you want it, or?
No, they lost it. They had no like idea where it was basically or how to send it, and then Justin found it in the Samoa airport.
This one's not doing very much.
Did the tag get lost?
Video? Can
No.
you get a read on what temperature it is where it counts?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you check the temperature where it
No,
counts?
it
It's
was
really kinda warm
Virgin
out here.
Australia.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
About that?
I don't know where the temp reading is now.
It's usually
And now they're getting bad
usually
press.
video for some odd
Yeah, I know. I think Ed's just got a handle on it, is why I thought it was video.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Go for zoom.
Well, the bamboo corals like this area.
Yeah, I love these snarls that they get into at the top. A little more zoom. Can you iris a little? Iris down? It's just a really bright coral. Never mind. Zoom a little more.
And if you happen to be in a meeting where they decide where to go in the Mediterranean, there is a very nice port just 30 minutes from where I live that they have place for big ships.
So yeah, we had someone ask how they picked the Nautilus cruise.